Good evening, Rahul.
Good evening, Wisdom Tree.
What happened to you? Your shirt is torn and you look as if you had a fight with someone.
Yes, I had a fight with my elder brother. We were fighting over sugar canes.
What happened?
My mother bought 2 long sugar canes which were equal in size. She cut both sugar canes into smaller pieces. My brother Satish's sugar cane was cut into 6 parts and my sugar cane was cut into 8 pieces. After eating his 6 pieces, Satish, who complained that I had more number of pieces than him, snatched 1 piece of sugar cane from me. This resulted in a fight.
Actually, even though you had more pieces of sugar cane, the actual size of sugar cane is the same.
How can you compare both the sugar canes? There are different numbers of pieces.
Yes, you can compare, but before that, you should learn about like fractions and unlike fractions. Today, we shall learn about like fractions, unlike fractions, and comparison of fractions. As the princess learnt about fractions, they started drawing some figures and divided them into equal parts and shaded some parts and were saying aloud the fraction of the shaded part. While doing so, Yudhishthira drew a circle and divided it into 6 equal parts and shaded 5 out of the 6 parts and read out the fraction as 5 by 6. Nakul also drew a circle and divided it into 8 equal parts and shaded 5 out of 8 parts and read the fraction as 5 by 8. Now, Nakul started to argue with Yudhishthira that he has shaded more area compared to Yudhishthira. To get their claim cleared, they took the help of Guruji.
Children, to compare fraction, first you have to know what are like and unlike fractions. Consider the fraction 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 5 by 4. Children, what are the denominators of these fractions?
Guruji, all the fractions have same denominator 4.
Yes, all the fractions have 4 as denominator. Such fractions are called like fractions. That is, the fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions. Consider the fractions 2 by 3, 2 by 5, 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. What are the denominators of the given fractions?
The fractions have different denominators 3, 5, 4 and 6.
Yes, all fractions have different denominator. Such fractions are called unlike fractions. The fractions which have different denominators are called unlike fractions. Identify the like and unlike fractions from the given group of fractions.
The group of fractions have same denominator 3 and so they are like fractions.
The second groups of fractions are 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 5 by 6 and 7 by 3.
The given group of fractions have different denominators, so they are unlike fractions.
The third groups of fractions have same denominator and so they are like fractions. The given groups of fractions have different denominators, so they are unlike fractions.
Now, let us write 3 like fractions having denominator 6. We know for like fractions, the denominators must be same, and here we are given the denominator as 6. So the fractions can have different numerators. Therefore, 5 by 6, 7 by 6 and 11 by 6 are 3 like fractions with the common denominator 6. Now, let me teach you how to compare like fractions. Look at these figures. What is the fraction of the shaded part of the first figure?
It is 3 by 7.
Good. What is the fraction of the shaded part in the second figure?
It is 5 by 7.
Good. Can you compare these two figures and say in which figure more part is shaded?
The shaded region in the second figure is more.
Good. So 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 7. We know 3 by 7 and 5 by 7 are like fractions, since they have common denominator 7. Therefore, when fractions are like fractions, we can easily say which is bigger or smaller by comparing the numerators of the like fractions. Now let us check which of the two given fractions is bigger, 11 by 13 and 7 by 13. Both the fractions have same denominator, so they are like fractions. Now, comparing the numerator of the fractions, we have 11 greater than 7 and hence 11 by 13 is bigger than 7 by 13. Now, say which is smaller of the two fractions, 3 by 11 and 5 by 11.
Both the fractions have same denominator, so they are like fractions. Comparing the numerators, we have 3 and 5. We know 3 is lesser than 5 and hence 3 by 11 is lesser than 5 by 11.
Now if I cut an apple into 16 equal parts and Bhim gets 7 parts out of 16 parts and Dusashan gets 9 parts, express their share in fraction and find who got more.
As Bhim gets 7 parts out of 16 parts, the fraction is 7 by 16.
As Dushasan gets 9 parts out of 16 parts, the fraction is 9 by 16.
The fractions have same denominator, so they are like fraction. While comparing the numerators, we find that 9 is greater than 7. Hence, 9 by 16 is greater than 7 by 16. Therefore, Dushasan gets more parts of the apple.
Now that you understand the concept, tell me Nakul, who shaded more area of the circle, you or Yudhishthir?
Yudhishthir shaded more area of the circle than me. I apologize to Yudhishthir for arguing.
It is okay, Nakul.
In this lesson, the prince learned like fractions, unlike fractions, and comparison of fractions. Rahul, hope you too understood all the above concepts.
Yes, I have understood very well. Now I'm going home and will teach my brother about comparing fractions.
Good, Rahul, but you should not fight with each other again.
I will try. Goodbye.
Ha 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 ha! Goodbye.